This is Eric with Aspiring Music Writer YouTube channel. I just did a few videos I'm going to be uploading. One of them I already got uploaded called Dream Big and Walk by Faith. Do you believe in angels? I'll have one up. It's me reviewing American Aquariums, Slappers, Bangers, and Certified Twangers Volume 2. And then this one video I'll be doing is Nickelback's 2001 album, Silver Side Up. Nickelback is a Canadian rock band, four-piece Canadian rock band from Hannah, Alberta, Canada. They started out in the mid-90s. During the recording of I looked it up. Sorry, I'm getting confused. But I wondered where they got Nickelback from. I love the origins of when bands come up with their names, and it was from Mike Kroger always saying when he was at Starbucks, worked at Starbucks, is here's you and Nickelback, and that's how they come up with the name. I can't remember what they called before. If you know, put it on here. I'd like to know. I didn't really review that. I just really try to stick with the album. The whole band wrote the songs for this album. It's a 10-track album, Silver Side Up. The funny thing, before I go into this, when I was a kid, I'm a 90s kid, as you can see. Nickelodeon. I bought this. I grew up. I was 4 years old in 1990, so a lot of the stuff. I listened to a lot of 90s country, not a lot of 90s rock. My mom and dad listened to 90s country radio, late 80s, early 90s country radio. But I had a sister, well, I still do, that was her friend. She's 4 years younger than me. Was listening to pop and rock, and then I got into that, and that's how I found out about Nickelback. But anyways, when Silver Side Up album was out, or came out, back then you didn't have iTunes and digital platforms. If you wanted to hear the new single before it came out, you had to wait for the radio. There was no, it was just starting. No, back then you had to wait for the radio, I don't think LimeWire was a big thing back then. I think it was a few years later. That's how I got a lot of my songs and a lot of viruses on my computer too. But anyways, and you had to wait, and that's how you heard stuff was on the radio. There wasn't no Facebook, no MySpace, no nothing like that. I think the earliest thing I remember that was close to it was MSN Messenger, and it wasn't nothing like MySpace or Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, none of that stuff. But anyways, back on this album, I tried to figure out who was playing on this album, because I know some bands change members every now and then. But I think it was Chad Kroger, which was on guitar and lead vocals, Mike Kroger, bass, Ron, I don't know how to say his last name, Vikedal, was on drums, and Ron Peak is on guitars. This is one of my favorite albums in any genre of music. There's a lot of songs about domestic abuse and growing up poor and hard, and hard scrabbled living and stuff like that. But it came out in 2001. But the story I was going to talk about was well, let me tell you this. Before that, they had 2 independent albums come out. Curb in 1996. I think it was only released in Canada, I think. Don't quote me. But I don't remember hearing about it. And then The State, which was in 1998. And then it later came out in the U.S. And then the big Silver Side Up was out in 2001. But when that album came out and I seen it at Walmart, I was like, I knew it because How You Remind Me, it became number one. It was on the radio at the time and I loved it. I still do. And, but, so, I, told my mom, I said, if you buy me this album, I will sing a song for you, which I can't sing worth a shit. I want to. Sort of band, but anyways, in the school talent show, and that would be my payment. And then she was really mad when I didn't do it, but I won't get in front of all them people and sing. I would now, but not back then. But anyways, so that's how I got that album. But it kicks off with Never Again, one of my favorite songs, actually of all time. I love songs that, and don't get me wrong on this, I don't know how to say it, but women that are just kick ass and get out of domestic abuse situations. And that's what Never Again is about, a woman that takes so much shit from a guy. In the second chorus, they go to the hospital and he's acting all sweet. Then he ends up abusing her again and he kills her, or she kills him. I mean, I love that song. And then How You Remind Me. And the funny thing is, I didn't know what it was about. I had to look it up. But Chad Kroeger got the idea from the song. It was kind of a slap in the face to his girlfriend. They were getting into an argument where, if they were good together or not, because, they weren't getting along together. And then on the other end, it was, well, it's hard to live with a struggling musician that ain't really got a 9-to-5 job and can pay the bills and stuff. And then I guess he went down into the basement in their old house, and he started screaming, it's not like you to say sorry and how you remind me. So that's how that got started. And the funny thing is, years later, he said in an interview that he told her that that's what the song was about. And so when people come up to her that know her, say, hey, how you remind me, girl. And she still don't believe it. And then the third one is, I kind of have a trouble on this. As in, because, you can interpret stuff any way you want to. And I think it's about the singer being bottled up his emotions, but I can't tell if he's drinking or if he's really not drinking. Because it says, woke up this morning, or felt like shit when I woke up this morning. And usually you're hungover, but, I don't know if it's just because you're up all night thinking, or you're drunk, or what, It's a good song, too. And then probably the second favorite song on this album, Too Bad. It's another song about domestic abuse. About this family that grows up with domestic abuse and the dad abuses them. But then again, they wind up tough and, are much stronger from the abuse, and they kind of what don't kill you makes you stronger. Then in the end of the song, the dad feels guilty about this, but like I said, it ends up being, what don't kill you makes you stronger. And then Just For, another song about a guy that wants to do lots of mean things to this other guy that's abusing a girl and using her. And it really doesn't say whether it's physical, emotional, or what, verbal or what, but, just for hurting you and, taking advantage of this girl. And then on the sixth song on Silver Side Up, I don't know where Silver Side Up came from. I forgot to research that. It's Hollywood. And honestly, I don't know what the song's about. I looked it up, and some think it's about a guy in a mental hospital, and he's having vivid dreams. I don't know, because I never really understood the song. On the seventh one, Money Bought, it's pretty much a guy doing anything to get the good-looking girl, and the girl doing anything to get money, whether it be prostituting, dancing, whatever, you know. Hangnail, or no, sorry, where did I hide? Where do I hide? It's just a good song. I love that song too, about a guy that's running from the law, you know, and then it's Hangnail and about a guy in a bad relationship. I mean, and then on the 10th song, it actually slows down, trying to figure out where all the good times went. Good times gone. You know, is there gonna be any good times coming? Where do they go? You know. But like I said, I have a hate love relationship with Nickelback because some of their songs are badass, and then songs I just want to just like Rockstar. I hate that song, and it's a good song, but they just overplayed the crap out of it on radio. I remember when that album came out. It was the next album that came out in 2005. I got so fucking tired of that damn album because I don't know how many singles they had out at that, you know, in 2005, but I got burned out. Years later, I love it again, but like I said, and then like, there's some songs you're like, really? And then there's some songs that are really good, you know, but I think that's with every band, you know. So, that's it. The whole band wrote the songs for this. I couldn't really find. I looked at Wikipedia and it said Chad Kroeger wrote all the songs, but when I was reviewing it or listening to the lyrics on my phone on iTunes, it had different members of the band plus a few more people. So you know, but that's what I do. My name is Eric. I do album reviews, concert reviews, movie reviews. So if you want any reviews, let me know. I usually try to do local artists around from where I live in the Arkansas area. So please like, share, subscribe, whatever you got, or you know, to help me get this thing going. And I will see y'all later.